Hello, you. I hope you all are having a great start to your new year. I am on my way to visit my sister and nephew. I have some things being delivered to them, some late Christmas presents, and they have some late Christmas presents to give to me. I really hate driving, in Atlanta especially. That's where I live. There's something about the highways that gives me anxiety, and to be honest with you, I think it's because I pick up on the energy that the lanes carry. The pavement of 85, 75, and I-20. There's some wild drivers, and I was a mail carrier for almost 17 years. And I was in a constant state of feeling responsible because I was driving a government vehicle every day and having to watch out for children and other vehicles, and I think I just got burnt out from being on the roads. Mind you, I wasn't on highways delivering mail, so I'm not really sure where the anxiety comes from. Maybe it's just driving in general. It tends to help if I go slower, which is interesting. The faster I go, the more disconnected I feel from my body, and it makes me feel jittery and weird. So there's that. Can any of you relate? It's kind of overcast and rainy here in Atlanta today, and I am feeling a lot of things. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night with a little bit of anxiety because I've yet to tell my sister about myself, although I kind of have told her in the past when, in 2014, when I was drinking, I had a pride party, and of course got super wasted, and when everyone came back to my house, my trans friend at the time was there with my sister, and everyone else had left, and sorry, a truck is trying to get in front of me, so I was flicking my lights so that they could get ahead of me. I love when you do that for trucks, like big semis, because they'll flash their lights when you let them in. I don't know if any of you have done that, but usually it's people's nightmare to get stuck behind a semi, but I actually find comfort following a semi, which is weird. Anyway, as I was saying, I told my sister then that I was a woman, and I was bawling my eyes out drunk, and I remember my trans friend at the time, she was like, "No honey, you're just a gay boy, let's not do all this." And maybe she just knew I wasn't ready then, but I always knew, and I knew when I said it. But it didn't validate me when she dismissed me, and it crushed me a little bit. I was hoping she would have seen the woman in me, and I've since talked to other trans people, and they've said that it could have been that she just didn't see herself in me and therefore couldn't relate to it, but that goes without saying because we're all individuals, right? But yeah, so even though I've told my sister a decade ago, I've continued to suppress it and live as a gay man, and I've already told now a couple of people, including my tenant who lives downstairs in my house, which was surprising because I'm not that close with that person, and so I think that's what caused the guilt. It's I'm just nilly-willy telling everybody, and even on YouTube, and I haven't even talked to the one person that matters. But honestly, it's because my sister has a son, and I've spoken about that before. And anyway, I'm going to see them now, and it's the highlight of my week. Although they want to go to Dave & Buster's and do something, and I just don't have the energy for it. I'm kind of in hibernation mode. I've got 1 week left before I start school. And so I'm very much like just me, I'm just focusing on me at the moment. But anyhow, I knew I wanted to make this video while I was driving because it's a different scene of recording, and I want to mix it up and just take this vlog and journaling, this digital journaling that I'm doing, along for the ride in as many ways as I can. And to those of you who watch, I thank you and I appreciate you, and I hope this is the start of something really nice. It's still fresh and new, and I'm doing my best with only positive hopes ahead. I'll keep doing it for myself, and if it somehow manages to reach the ether and find more people, that will be great. I welcome that as well. I don't know if you guys know what's going on with Venezuela, but waking up to that news was kind of jarring. I just don't know what our country's doing. They want to pretend to be helping others and going in to free people who are suffering in other lands, but yet they can't even take care of the people in our own land. We're suffering here. We need money here. Like, you invading Venezuela to liberate them is doing nothing for us, but except filling the pockets of those who already have. And it's like, when are those people gonna realize enough is enough, and no amount of accumulated, stolen, embezzled money is gonna fulfill them or fix them? I just don't understand. I'll never understand. It's such a power trip that these people have, and it's almost hard to believe, because we're seeing things happen in real time that you read in the history books and you knew that was wrong in the past, and people are just continuing to repeat history. So I have no faith in the educated, even though I'm pursuing an education, because they know better and they're not doing better. But I think that there's a shift happening, not just within myself, but with the collective consciousness, and I can sense it and I can feel it, and I know it to be as true as my identity. And nothing's ever felt more real. I don't know if that's something that happens within your mind, because when you lose fear, you can see through the veil, and you're unstoppable. And I'm ready to be on the forefront of that charge and represent my community in the most authentic way I possibly can, and to live with purpose and clear intention and in light. And I don't get angry or upset, but I do get frustrated at the current events. However, what will be will be. And when you have an unwavering knowing that the end results can only be positive, can only bring change, can only bring enlightenment and encouragement, and there's just a sense of peace that no matter the tragic things you see or experience or witness, that peace just holds you. It just holds you, and I hope that I radiate that in everything that I do. Oh my goodness. That said, I'm very happy. And the weird thing is, it's like, I'm not on prescription medicines anymore. I'm not taking anything. I haven't even started hormones, and the suffering is gone. So it's interesting to think that, like, in that transition, there will be no suffering for me. I know it will be a challenge, but girl, I've been through some challenges. And when I say been through, that's why I know I can go get through anything. We all can get through anything in our lives. And whew, it's incredible. It's incredible to feel such a burden lifted. Because the weight of worry and anxiety, and it's gonna try to jump back on you. It tried to jump back on me last night. But when you know the truth shuts that shit down, and you just are so empowered when you see it work that way. Anyhow, I'm pulling into my sister's place, and go out and live, people. That's my message today. Go out and live and be happy. Thanks for listening.